Or why don't I see
Oh
it?
my God, the John Sanders.
Is it shared up?
Old leather gloves, we're slapping in hands. Popcorn and peanuts, we're working the stands. Pink cotton candy, love on a stick. He's chasing the beer, they circle the lips. Play ball, play ball. Load up the bases and smack it right over the wall. Play ball.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Laughter Saves Live. Here from Strong Island TV studios in Long Island, Paradise Studios, and Facebook Live. We were on hiatus for 2 weeks.
Hiatus.
Hiatus.
Not hyenas.
We were on a hiatus for 2 weeks.
Got this Patty G up my
I'm
ass
back.
over
We
here.
showed a rerun last week because I want these guys to do a show and get a guest, and they didn't do it. So
Listen, every time we go to get a guest, you knock it down.
knock
You
it
think
down.
You have all the important
give
guests.
me a riveting guest.
All the important
I got a
guests.
friend of mine who lives next door and
Beyonce.
cuts my bushes.
It's an authority on guests.
Anyway, we're back. And,
We should
and,
ask the audience what kind of guest they would like.
well,
Yeah,
we
that's
would
a
do
good
that.
idea.
No, we should ask the audience who would be a good guest. Like I just said, this Nancy.
Right.
She
Nancy
works.
who?
Nancy works at here. She is Nancy.
Hi, Nancy. But who is she? What
Nancy's
does
gonna
she
be a
do?
guest. She does something with animals. We'll find out more.
Oh, with animals?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Oh.
So that's interesting.
Oh,
we
the
haven't had
camera's
an
down
animal
here
guest.
now.
Well, we had Paul Bond who did the cat thing.
Yes, Paul
You know,
Sturrock.
Speaking of animals,
So
Well,
anyway,
I think it's a good idea. We do ask a participating studio audience. what
yeah,
they
it's
might
easy for
like
you to say,
see.
Patty.
That's what I just said.
hold on a second.
Well, I'm reiterating.
Why you
Oh.
why are you over here behind the desk?
And he's on
Yeah,
top.
how did he
frick
get
did he
on
get
the
over there?
How did he get on the
top.
main stage?
He's almost on my lap
All of
over
a sudden, I'm
here.
hearing a voice, and I turn
You know, when
around.
I signed the contract for this, I thought I was like co-host.
He really did. He really did.
And
He signed-
I'm lucky I'm
we're
still
gonna
on
double
the
your pay
stage.
for your. We're gonna double your pay for all your stress. So
I'm so
we've been
tired
gone
today.
2 weeks. Have a little bit to catch up on. We had some comedy shows, and we were away 2 weeks ago. What show
We
did
a Ray?
we do?
You a Ray?
I was a Ray. When I was away, I was a Ray. How can you just pick that up right? He always picks up.
Always
my-
picks it up.
What was the show we did 2 weeks ago? What did we do 2 weeks ago? We did
Oh, that was the sad show. You were talking
breast
about the breast
cancer
cancer
awareness.
thing, yeah.
no. What show did we do comedy wise 2 weeks
Morganville.
ago? That was 2 weeks ago.
No, it was last week. This
That
was
was
Friday.
last,
It's just
2 weeks ago.
A few days ago.
Yeah, we did something 2 weeks ago.
This past
Patty.
Friday.
Not
did
me,
it.
you and him did.
All right, let's talk about this week. then.
Morganville, listen, Morganville, we did Friday night, and John was phenomenal.
Wait, here's what I want to do.
was
Here's what I want to do. Because I always tell Santo, don't say you killed yourself. But I understand when you do really good, it's hard not to say that. So I had a show Friday. I'm going to let Pat describe, and then I'm going to describe
I
how
said it
Pat.
already.
Can I describe how you did?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, you
Knock
go
me,
first.
knock me,
You go
knock me.
first. Say it again.
I thought, listen, John followed Chris Monty, which is a hard
Good act.
task, which a hard
Say something.
task.
That's a hard act to follow.
And Stacey Kendall, but he had to come right on after Chris Monty. And let me tell you, 40 minutes, John was phenomenal. He never lost the audience. He did a great job. Very proud of him, really.
Pat
really am.
sucked.
That's okay.
Pat sucked the life. No.
That's okay.
Patty did a nice job emceeing. They loved him out there in Morganville. We did a hockey team in the back of a firehouse.
You did a hockey team in the back of something. I just
That's why he's got those gay shorts on.
Can I just say
What's
something?
wrong with the shorts? What is wrong with these shorts?
They're a little
Nothing wrong with these
tight.
shorts.
Can I just say
You know why
something?
they're
We
tight?
just picked them up in a
Because
gay
I'm tight.
bathhouse.
I'm tight. That's why they're tight.
I got to tell you this, because
Yes.
he calls me all the time.
I do.
And I wasn't even at the show, and I know that you killed.
Yeah.
Right? And he's like, oh, you know, I'm a little rusty. I haven't done shows in a while.
but I was
gotta
rusty.
do 45. And then you call me up, and you're like, oh, I did it. I could have gone another hour.
No, I could go.
No,
but
because you always
there
like, oh, I haven't done 45
There was a
in a long
point on
time.
stage, and this has ever happened to you, where you're in the middle of a bit and you don't know the rest of the bit.
Yeah, John
Yes.
was like this. He goes,
I-
and
I did this. I did it
I froze one time. Yeah, it's scary
right in
shit.
the middle of the bit. I froze.
But you always tell me, you're always panicking right before the show. He calls me up, I said, I don't know, I never did a bit 45. And then you tell me, oh, I could have gone, I went an hour, I could have gone another 20 minutes. Right? Doesn't that always happen?
listen, you did
You know
terrific,
why?
John.
Because you're a phenomenal comic.
Oh, stop it.
Well,
Can
I wouldn't go that far, but it was good.
let's start the night off right. Very stressed, doing a lot of work for the gala this
He's
week.
stressed out. You people better buy freaking tickets.
Can you just
'cause
bring
he's all
that?
stressed.
Bring.
Cut it up.
Baby
It's all the
Goo-Goots.
gala. Let's
Baby Goo-Goots, bring up
just
the
leave
gala
it up the whole
photo.
show.
No, don't leave it up the whole
I'm
show.
kidding.
Not here. If you could bring up the gala. So
block
this,
it. Yeah.
here's the deal, people.
That's the gala. Come.
This Friday, we're light on ticket sales. I can make deals with you if you bring a few people. Message me. It's going to be a great night. We're going to raise a few bucks for the Semper Fi Fund. In fact, they're calling in tonight.
You took
We
Patty
have-
G off the flyer. How come?
No. Patty G's
trying
right
to
there in
sell
the middle.
tickets.
Patty G.
Oh, okay.
Patty G's working the door, and he's cleaning the men's rooms that night, and the other guys are going on stage.
So,
Maureen Langan, national headliner. Jeff Norris works cruise ships.
no, Jeff Norris
Well,
and Maureen
fantastic.
Langdon, they're phenomenal.
J.J. Boyd.
He drives cabs.
All right. And I'm gonna
Plays the drums.
He hasn't moved up to
look at
Uber.
this
He hasn't
lineup.
moved up to Uber yet.
This lineup is ridiculous. They gotta come.
so it's gonna be a fun night. In memory of my mom, I was thinking about it today. I was actually crying in the car today. I was actually thinking of, I did my mom's eulogy, and then every year I get a bunch of people in a room like this, and I get another chance to talk about my mom in front of a bunch of people. So I'm excited about talking about my mommy because she was freaking awesome. One of the nicest ladies you're gonna meet. Here, let me read what's in the thing
But she
here.
has a nice son, too.
In loving memory of my mom, Virginia LaRocca, she was an amazing mother and grandmother and a tremendous supporter of the Laughter Saves Lives Foundation.
You can take the sign off.
Virginia LaRocca was a simple lady who did not need a lot to make her happy. No fancy vacations, clothes. She just lived for her children and grandchildren and appreciated all that she had. This event is dedicated to her because she would have been here laughing and being a proud mom and grandma. She is missed every day. That's my mom. You could hear her laugh.
No jokes there. No
One
jokes there.
of the last shows my mom went to was at the brokerage. We did a fundraiser for the El Sasa Fund, which is a non-line of duty widows and children's fund of the FDNY. And my mom said to me, "Hey," she said, "I can't read the tickets. I bought tickets to win that TV. Hold the tickets for me." So at the end of the night, they're reading the raffle, so I get my tickets out, forgetting that I had my mom tickets, right? And they read the winner, and I win the TV. And I go, give it back. Let somebody else win it. Let somebody, big shot. Give it back, because I'm running the event. 2 days later,
Your TV
my mom
broke
is calling me. She's got to go to PC Richard to buy a new TV. TV's on the fritz. And she says, "You know what? I was just thinking, were those my tickets the other night when you won the TV?"
Oh, my
I
God.
go, "Oh my God, I forgot." And then I did it with my son. He won the 50-50 at Governor's once. We had a
Oh.
and he go, and I was like almost a little embarrassed. You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't have
Right.
been. I go, "No, give it back." My son's sitting there like, "Yeah."
Do you remember the
Is
time
that why
when,
you
when
tell
we,
it? Oh, go ahead.
when we had the TV? Somebody won it at the Gotham Comedy Club, and then you and I drove it to Queens
And delivered it that
delivered
night.
it to them. But we got there before because we
person
had
got
a car,
home, right.
before they got home. So now we're giving it to the neighbors. So now we're loading this TV, and now if
Big
the
one.
cops come by,
Yeah.
are they going to believe we're bringing the TV in, or are they
Yeah.
going to think we're
Well, it
taking
was
the
still in the
TV out,
box.
you know?
It was still in the box.
Still in the box,
So,
but still, I mean,
sealed.
sealed.
So is that the reason why if we win one of the prizes, you say, don't give it back?
Well, I'm glad you brought that up,
No,
Patrick.
but that's unprecedented. Nobody ever won a TV or anything and had it delivered
Who
before they got
delivers
home.
the TV? Only
did.
Laughter Saves
Laughter
Lives.
Right,
saves
only
lives.
Laughter saves
So they
lives.
got it before they even got home.
So here's what's going on.
That's
If
amazing.
somebody Friday night wins the bicycle, Patty G's going to bring it home for them. If somebody
It's going
wins
to
the
be like Pee Wee
TV,
Herman. He'll drive it there.
Patty G is going to bring it home.
If I win the 50-50, I'm keeping
In your
the money.
shorts.
I'll
He's
tell you
going
that
to wear
right
your shorts. He's going to drive it over
now. In fact, I'm going to draw the 50-50.
I already gave one 50-50 back last
I'm
month.
gonna be in charge of the drawing, and if I win, I'm gonna not give it back.
Nancy, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to put out, I'm going to put all the raffles online tomorrow. If you can't make the event, if you're in Texas, buy a raffle. Buy a raffle
Are you
for
putting
something.
my thing
well, not
up?
in Texas, I guess.
The thing I'm doing for the voiceover, you could deliver that to Texas.
Yes, he can
I'm
do voiceover.
raffling off of celebrity voiceover.
John
to
is
one lucky
coming
winner.
to your home.
No, I do it over the internet.
Yeah, you don't want him at
He's
your
coming
home.
to
You don't want him at
your
your
I
home.
don't want to come to your
He's going
house.
to ring your bell and do any
No.
character you want
Or
Get
multiple.
in tight shorts.
No.
Oh.
I'll do a MP3 and I'll email it to them.
So here's my attitude with the 50-50. You know my attitude because the lady in Long Beach who lost her home
Yes.
won the 50-50 and was
she give it back?
panicky
She give it
that
back?
she came up to me and she goes, "John, you think I should give this back, this back?" I said, "Are you crazy? You lost your home in the hurricane? What was it?
Sandy.
Sandy. So from now on, at every Laughter Saves Lives event, I say right up front, If you win the 50-50, you're walking out the door
But
with
then
that
it's
money.
not a 50. It's 100-0 if you give
You're
it back.
right. You're not allowed to give it back.
We
And
used to give him I used to play golf on
Right.
the Golf Channel.
They all give him back.
Golf Channel tour, and we used to at the end we do a 50-50, and everybody who won it, they like pressure. Put
hey,
it back
Butchie
in the
wants to know
pot,
the
put it
calling
back in the
number.
pot. We all
Did you
looked
take
like
my sheet again?
I didn't touch your sheet.
Butchie wants to know the calling number. It's 516
I'll leave Butchie
945-9099. Butch, you call in every week. You don't have the number?
Butch is
Oh,
working
you know
hard.
what?
Butch
I
is-
see what he's saying. Baby Gagoots, could you put up the...
It's on there already.
There it is.
Oh, was up there?
No,
Oh.
No, that's why.
but
That's,
he's on his
All
game.
Thank
It's
you.
not Benny. It's Ryan.
Baby Gagoots, he said.
Baby Gagoo.
Oh, I thought he said Benny.
No,
Good.
if
Benny's on
At
before
least
us.
Butch-
maybe
paying
he's
attention.
insulted. If Baby Gagoots is insulted that we call him Baby Gagoots,
I call him that.
Come
Maybe
here
he's insulted if you call him
and punch Patty G in the face, then we'll know.
But it's
All right.
This is a fun show. I came in dragging my ass in the studio about an hour.
And
ago.
You're
know,
alwa's dragging your ass.
I got like 3 hours sleep last night, but these guys energized me.
Butchie worked hard the other night, so he sold,
yeah, yeah,
he sold a
Butchie-
lot of
Oh,
t-shirts.
By the way,
Is that the show?
Butchie's going to get upset. No selling T-shirts for Butchie anymore.
He got.
Why?
They were in a pile. I went over there. They were in a pile
Yeah,
this
he couldn't- he
high.
couldn't handle it,
There was
yeah.
FDNY shirts. There was
boy.
Laughter Saves Live shirts
I thought he
underneath.
didn't like-
Butchie's going to get assaulted, but I think my battery's going dead here. That's all right.
What
Oh,
a chooch! What a chooch!
So
Share it on this.
Use your phone.
Share it on your phone.
yeah.
Oh,
So
I'll do it.
we're going to honor the Semper Fi Fund. They're calling in tonight. The Semper Fi Fund provides immediate financial assistance and lifetime support to post 9/11 combat wounded, critically ill, and catastrophically injured members of all branches of the U.S. Armed Forces and their families. They deliver resources that need during recovery and transition back to their communities, working to ensure that no one is left behind. Laughter Saves Lives Foundation thanks comedian and board member and retired Marine John Consoli for introducing us to this wonderful organization. We are honored to have them as part of our gala. Do we have a
Sorry,
caller? Laughter
yes,
Saves
we
Lives
do.
Live.
yeah, Butchie probably.
How come I didn't hear a
It
boop
is.
boop?
It is.
Laughter Saves
Listen,
Lives
I
Live.
wasn't
You're on the
asking
air.
for the number for me. I was asking for the number for our guest, but
Wait a minute, they got to put the
can't
volume
hear you.
on. We
I know
can't
I'm
hear.
taking- I know I'm taking a step
Hold on.
back,
Laughter
but
Saves
I
Lives
have-
Live. Butch on the air. We can't hear him, which is not a bad thing.
Baby Gagoots
Yeah.
behind the glass. Fix it up.
1, 2, 1. Hello, hello, hello.
Very low. You're coming in very low. Very low.
How about now?
No.
No.
Phone is awesome.
I mean, it's loud enough.
Hey, as long as they can hear it on TV,
It's not my phone.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead. You're gonna.
talk.
All right, I'll talk. So I just wanted to point out and tell both John and Pat how fantastic the show was the other night.
Oh,
And not
stop.
only how great it was, but how much the people loved it. Man, they just went nuts. They went nuts. They bought a ton of shirts. They gave us a lot of support.
They
Every
bought
person
a
that walked
ton
out
of
said it was a
shirts.
great show.
Oh. Hey, Butch.
Yes.
We have a problem. One of our listeners, Nancy, says that she could hear you. We'll see if we can rectify that. Hold on, Butch. I got my volume.
Supposed to turn your volume.
What else?
more.
What else,
Turned
Butchie?
it down.
Yeah, Mama Lou.
I thought I did. Butch, what else you got?
There's 2 volumes.
Chris was great. Stacy was great. Everybody was great. It was just a fantastic show and just an example of what we do at a show. And we are getting ready to take this thing on the road nationally. And it's going to be 2019 is going to be a great year for Laughter.
It really is.
With the national tour director on the phone.
Well,
This is folks. This is the national tour director of Laughter Saves Lives.
And if I
Hey,
win
guys,
the
if you didn't
big
know that.
mega tonight, 700 million, we're gonna have a 737 with,
Oh, yeah.
with Johnny Plug on the tail.
Well, today I got a call.
fly all over
I
the
don't even
country.
know if I shared this totally with Butch yet because a few weeks ago I was out in Lima, Ohio, teaching a course. Very
Lima,
small,
Ohio.
very small town. Wonderful guys, small fire department. Is
that where Jose Lima was
An
from?
hour out of Toledo. I'll move forward. The matter is also should interrupt me. An hour outside of Toledo, right? And they're building a 9/11 memorial. I told you about this.
We
They
covered
called
this
in.
on the show.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I got a call today from a major firm that owns 20 nursing homes who is going to back the fundraiser, back the tour. We're going to do 3 shows, and they're going to back all the
Really?
expenses for all the shows.
Wow.
Nice,
Wow.
Yeah.
nice.
So
That's
It's awesome.
Ohio?
I've never been to Ohio.
yeah, it's going to
What
be
about
nice.
what about
That's
that other
great.
fellow we met
We've
the
been
other
to
night?
Ohio
Did,
before.
Well,
We've got
Butch-
a good relationship with the press out there too.
Butch,
Yeah, we need to.
did you follow up with that other fella the other night, Butch?
Yes, I did. I followed up with him. I believe John followed up with
Yeah,
Chris also.
he works for a major hardware type company. Butch, what is it?
We'll say who it is. It's SHI.com, a
Big
fantastic company, an $8.5 billion software and software reseller. They're an international company,
And we're hoping
and hopefully we'll be able to do something with them also.
All right, good job, Butch.
All
All right,
all the
Butch.
folks
That's
were
our
great.
that's
All
our
the folks were
national
great.
tour director, folks.
Thanks for the call, Butch.
All right, boys. I will see. Look, I will see you all on Friday again. That's twice in a week.
Oh,
Holy crap. All right,
right.
they're bracing themselves.
All right.
They're bracing
All
themselves.
right, well,
We'll see you Friday, Butch.
see you Friday,
All right,
Butchie.
see you. Let's see. Pat, John, and who's that guy at the end?
We don't know.
Donald Trump.
Patty
Patty
G.
G.
He snuck in there.
John, and
Oh,
who's the guy at
John
the
said,
end?
oh, that guy.
Oh,
He knows who I am.
I'm sorry, Patty G.
Angry John.
Poor Patty G takes the brunt of it. So here's a rough schedule of what's going on at the gala. The doors are going to open at 6:30. Oh, by the way, thank you so much. Last year we paid a little more for food. This year we're getting the Regency, right, is kicking in.
Yes, we're
and
gonna
paying
sponsor
for the meatballs that Pat made, and you're going to make chicken.
Chicken franchise.
Guys, if you haven't had
And I'm sure
Pat's
it's
chicken,
delicious.
yeah, Pat is some chef. That alone should bring you there. But that's not it. Frankie Fiella's making
I think it's chicken teriyaki.
Joe-
no, steak teriyaki.
steak teriyaki.
with rice.
And Joe Napoli. Joe Napoli is making. Oh, he's calling in on his phone here. What is that? Joe Napoli is making a sausage and peppers.
Sausage and peppers.
Napoli sausage and peppers. Can we go wrong?
No,
Right?
No.
How much more?
But here's the issue, people. I'm going to tell you
But
right
we
now.
got eggplant parmesan from your brother-in-law.
We're catering the eggplant and roasted
Eggplant
vegetables.
rolls, yeah.
But here's the problem, guys. I'm going to tell you right now.
Oh, and Diane's Penny alla vodka.
Here's a big issue. I asked Steve Oliva. All right, he's off tonight. He's with to make the salad. It's been 5 phone calls today, guys. 5 phone calls about this freaking salad. I mean, he's been ridiculous.
This is probably him on the phone.
I hope not.
Well,
Laughter Saves Lives Live. Who's on the air?
This is Madeline. How are you? Semper Fi Fun.
Hey, Madeline. Madeline from Semper Fi.
How you doing?
How are you?
Good.
Thank you. How are you tonight?
Now, are you still in the car driving, Madeline?
We pulled over.
Thank you. I was worried about that. So I have to tell you that myself and the guys, we're very honored and excited to make Semper Fi part of our annual gala on Friday night. And we appreciate you letting us do that.
We appreciate your support, and of course the exposure and just the ability to share our mission. So we are super grateful.
turn her up, guys.
Baby Gagoose, is there any way we can get her louder in here?
That's as loud as I could possibly bring it.
It was loud. All right.
It's not
Yeah.
coming through here.
Yeah, it's not coming through you.
As long as it's going through on TV.
All right. So, that's right. It is coming through. Tell us a little bit in general what the Semper Fi Fund does.
All right. The Semper Fi Fund provides immediate support to critically ill, injured, and catastrophically injured service members of all branches.
Right.
And we were founded by a group of military spouses and are primarily run by a group of military spouses. And we are basically offer a lifetime of support. So there's the immediate need right at the hospital, perhaps maybe years down the line if there's discovery of TBI, of traumatic brain injury. And we are basically there next to our service members for as long as they need us. There's a case manager that they work with on a regular basis. This case manager checks up on them several times, a year, or sometimes, depending on the injury. And they provide anything from, let's say, vouchers or transportation to and from therapy appointments to assistance with therapy dogs, and we offer transition assistance with, let's say, TBI therapy, horsemanship therapy, also therapy through sports. Believe it or not, we have a lot of runners on our Team Semper Fi team, and they basically have taken these injuries and they've done something very positive with them. We've got one particular runner that has done 27 marathons in 27 days. and that he couldn't do that without the encouragement and just basically turning his life around and making lemonade out of lemons. So that's kind of in a nutshell the kind of support that we offer to our service members.
And that's national, right? That's national.
Yes, sir. It is completely national, and I think what makes us unique is that we have a huge volunteer force and a lot of third-party supporters that allow us to operate on a super low overhead of just 6%. And that is something we're proud of, and we're striving to continue to do the more that our organization grows.
Madeline, how did you get involved with the Semper Fi Fund?
Well, for one, my husband is a Marine, and through our spouses, we've learned about the organization, and we've had some friends that have received support from the Semper Fi Fund. So as they've had several needs around the DC area for volunteers, I simply just put my hand up and say, sure, I'll help you one day. So my first event was helping an employee with a race, and we set up a table and we shared the mission and just kind of shared what we do with those spectators that attended the event. And I just kept showing up, and then through that there was an opportunity for me to get hired on, and that's kind of how I was introduced and just became a big fan of the Semper Fi Fund.
Awesome. I'm going to let these guys see if they want to ask a question. I just want to say one more thing. I told them, I don't know what was wrong with me today, but I was going out to my insurance agent to just go over some things, and I think I cried the whole way in the car out there. And one of the things I cried about was that we're honoring some of the military guys that were lost in a helicopter crash. Two of them were FDNY guys, and I've been speaking to his wife back and forth. And I guess I was just looking at the family pictures, and I was looking at the funeral today on YouTube. And it's amazing that how many people out there don't realize the dedication that our military guys have. And when they get hurt, and we're also going to have some guys there from St. Albans Hospital who are older guys that are in the hospital, been in the hospital for a while. They're busing some of them out there, which is not something they normally do, and I'm excited about that. We don't do enough, I don't think, for our military, and especially the guys that get injured. So I'm just so honored to be affiliated with you guys in some small way and be able to help. And this isn't the first time we were affiliated with Semper Fi. We did a little fundraiser in the city.
We did a few shows, yeah.
And then I think I sent the check in, and I hope to continue the relationship down the line. Do you want to ask Madeline a question?
Madeline?
Yeah.
Madeline, before we forget, how can people reach Semper Fi or contact you if they have questions or anything?
They can go to our website at www.semperfifund.org, and through there are a lot of testimonies and videos. It's an incredible resource because it really gives you, more than I can ever explain, obviously, in this phone call. Just kind of the impact and the different ways of support that we've been able to offer. Sometimes they don't need a check. Sometimes, our service members are proud, and sometimes they're lonely. We offer things like unit reunions. So if the service member was injured in a particular unit, then we organize a way for those service members to get together and just kind of regroup and reconnect and, just come together and perhaps hash out some things and heal more than anything. But if you go to the website, you will see just a variation of ways that you can support. And if anyone is interested in donating, they can absolutely donate on the website. If they are particularly supporting your event, it's very helpful that if they donate, that they notate that they are that they heard about the Semper Fi Fund through the Laughter Saves Lives Foundation. So that is really important.
And for the people that are watching on the Facebook Live, Nancy just posted the website for the Semper Fi Fund. Thank you, Nancy.
Nancy's going to be on next week. So
thank you, Nancy.
And the Marine Corps birthday is November 10th, I believe.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
It sure is.
Well,
November 10th.
thank you for calling in. You're sending a speaker for the gala, right, on Friday?
We are still
working on it?
With one. We are,
All right.
Yes, we have reached out for a service member, but they're hard to find in the New York area. We have our first volunteer could not make it that evening, and we're really hoping for a second to pull through. I'm hoping to hear more. We were supposed to be yesterday, but I would love to get you information to you. by
Okay.
tomorrow.
Yeah. If not, I'll say something about it. I mean, I read something tonight, but if you want to just send me something, we'll definitely recognize the organization. Thank you so much for calling in. Get back out on the road there. You can drive now again.
We
Thanks for calling
absolutely appreciate your support. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Madeline.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great time. Bye-bye.
We're going to do, let's do MCN duck cleaning. Matt from MCN, let me tell you something. Matty has given us a nice sponsorship. He's sponsoring the veteran shows. He's sponsoring the gala. He's sponsoring a few months of this show. So we're very, very happy that we are teammates now with MCN duck
We
cleaning.
wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Matt.
Yeah, we would probably still be here, but it would only be like maybe one of us we could afford
Right.
and only one water.
And only one water,
Yeah.
right? So we
Yeah.
pays
Listen,
for the
forget
water.
about all that.
And a 12-minute
Matt,
show.
Pays for
Matt
the-
is
for the
a terrific
salaries.
guy. Matt is a terrific guy, and he's doing a lot for us.
We couldn't afford
Yes.
Pat's segments. All the research
Well,
he does.
Yeah,
I
all
think-
the research that goes into Pat's
I
That
talked
should
to
be
Matt.
one.
I think he wants to do without Pat's segment. But
Go.
read
Okay.
the
Established in 2003, MCN Duck Cleaning LLC is the end result of many years of research, continuing education, and determination. With a background in HVAC systems, which is heating, ventilation, and air conditioning, and working for an HVAC company for 13 years, Matthew Nichols realized the need to provide a better, cleaner, and safer environment, not only for his own family, but for the families in his community. MCN has now expanded to both Suffolk and Nassau County and provides service for both residential and commercial properties. Their goal is to be the #1 source for HVAC cleaning and provide high-quality service not only the first time, but every time. So please, give MCM Duck Cleaning a call. Say hello to Matt. You won't regret it. 631-885-5736. One more time, 631-885-5736. We thank you, MCM Duck Cleaning.
Thank you, Patty G.
Dan.
And listen, to all you restaurant owners out there, it's very
Yes.
important to get your ducts clean.
Yes, it is.
And even people with their air conditioners at home, there could be mold or there could be stuff in there.
Yep,
Just
yep,
shut
yep.
down the central air
Yep.
for the season, and you should
Yep.
get it clean.
Very
Let
important.
me just say,
so
guys,
give Matt a call.
Give Matt a call. Dan Laverty wants us to plug Dan the Handyman. If I plug Dan the Handyman, that means you got to go online and make a $20 donation
$20,
to Laughter Saves Lives.
$2,000 to sponsor the show.
Dan the Handyman, we're plugging you. It's a $20 donation. Dan, bring some people down to the gala on Friday night. Text me, message me. We'll make some deals if you bring some people in. We need to get some more fannies in the seats.
And we'll see how handy you are.
And
So-
everybody should be buying tickets online, laughterSavesLives.org.
Could buy them online too.
Buy them online, because
Or-
this man is having a nervous breakdown.
Nervous
So,
breakdown. Raffles.
buy
Astros,
the
Nancy.
tickets.
Now,
Raffles.
John, you were reading the itinerary for the
Yes.
gala.
Yes. You want to hear it? Schedule page. We're going to open at
got
6:30,
ADD.
guys. Just cost me $20, Dan. You got it. You asked me to plug you. Right?
We
He asked
plugged
me.
you.
Okay.
$20 on the website.
Plug him again for another 20.
Doors open at 6:30. Patty and the crew will have the food ready by 7, we think, right?
I hope so.
My brother-in-law will be there. What do you mean? That doesn't sound very confident.
I know. I'll be ready. I can't speak for the other people.
On the way
I
to
can't
the
speak
show.
for-
Maybe
I
if
can-
folks want
I
a
can speak for
BYOB.
my-
Nutrition bar.
I can speak for myself. I can't
No,
speak
we
for
got
the
a
other
we got a beer and wine.
No, come on, go through the thing.
Beer and wine. Well,
He
let me
always
finish.
say he's
Can I
got
finish
18.
my
Yes,
It
but
takes
I don't
beer
think
and
that
wine?
is-
Yes, I was just going to say that. Beer and wine are included. The dinner and the show. Right? If you want a mixed drink, you got to pay for that. So drink the beer and wine. Don't be stupid that night. Now listen, we got one of our favorite guys coming down. All of us. Les Deegan's going to come down
Phenomenal.
and croon some songs.
I can't believe you got him
From the
again.
1920. No, yeah, Les is usually available every
Les
night. That's why I
Deegan
got
is
him.
a good man. He's probably not watching our show, but he's a good
Yeah,
friend.
yeah.
He's
He
a
always
very dear
watches.
friend of
He's
mine.
a big fan of the show.
He's terrific.
I
I,
like
don't
reading
see
the
him on
comments.
there, but
And then at 7:30, we're going to move through this quick. We're not going to do a lot of talking. I'm going to talk about my mom just a little bit. Steve Bocci, Captain Steve Bocci, my captain. He came back to hazmat. We lost both captains who were vying for the spot on 9/11. Captain Waters
Oh my God! And I'll think of his name later. I apologize. Captain Bocci had just gotten promoted, left the company. He came back and led every funeral and dealt with every widow and every mother. He's a wonderful man. He's helping us with the gala the last 2 years.
Yes,
We're
yeah.
honoring him this year. He's going to be our honored guest, so he'll be there. We're going to honor the 106 Rescue Wing, the helicopter that went down in Iraq.
And they're on Long Island.
Yeah, and Camilla was supposed to be there, Camilla Raguso, and she messaged me today with many, many heartfelt apologies. Her brother just got accepted, is going through the FDNY, and they're partying that night with the family to celebrate. So we can't, I said absolutely, family first. Then we're going to talk about the St. Albans veterans. We're going to read some of the bios of the guys that are going to be there. And then Laura's coming, Mary, from our Northport program.
VA,
And guys, we make fun of Patty G a lot, and it's well-deserved.
So does our fans. They all make fun of Patty G.
But Patty G has basically carried that Northport program the last few months because I've been busy. So you did a great job, Patty.
Thanks, guys.
Really, really appreciate it. Our MC for tonight, there's a change. Steve Double L Oliva. I messed up Stevie's name so many friggin' times.
You
One
got
L.
Steve Oliva?
He called me today. I said double the love. That's how I'm going to remember it. 2 L's, love for Steve Oliva.
That's awesome.
Patty G's going to open up. Then we're going to start bringing the show to its feet. JJ, I'm sorry, Pat. I'm sorry. JJ Boyd's going to do a nice set. I'm just going to do a few minutes. And then our co-headline is Jeff Norris and Maureen Langan is going to bring the house down. We got a 50-50 in the raffles. We only got about 8 raffles, but they're good stuff. There's a nice woman's purse that my friend Jeannie donated. Oh, check this out.
What's the big prize?
Bicycle and TV.
Right, tell them about the TV.
Yep, TV.
And a John Santos celebrity audio
And you get
birthday.
the TV delivered.
John to come to your house.
No,
and he's
I
gonna
don't
do
come
the
to your
thing.
house.
He's going to cook for you.
They don't want me to come to my house.
Clean.
No,
I send it by email and
and don't
audio.
have those shorts on no matter what you do.
No.
So
What are we supposed to wear?
that's going to be tonight. That's going to be tonight. But guys, you got to do me a favor tomorrow.
We have to wear suits?
Somebody's got to call Steve Oliva and talk him down off the ledge about this salad.
What salad?
I asked him to make a salad, and he's like,
Oh, we have a caller.
like I asked him to make like an ice sculpture.
He brags
Who's
how
on the
he
phone,
cooks
guys?
in the
Ron
firehouse.
Laughter saves
Making
lives
me crazy
live.
about him. Who's on the line?
Matt Carlson.
Matt, how are you doing, buddy, from Colorado?
I'm doing good, John.
He's hot.
Good. Well, thank you for calling in, Matt. Matt is going to have us come out. Are we doing that show in Colorado or Michigan, Matt? I keep getting confused.
We're doing it in Denver. Yep.
In Denver.
Oh, beautiful.
So
Beautiful city.
one of these guys are probably going to go with me. I think I'll stick them in a room and see who can come out still standing. This is a wonderful program, Matt. Tell us a little bit about Building Warriors.
Yeah. So Building Warriors is it's a peer-run organization. It's run by a couple firefighters that turned into counselors. We both have lived experience with the issues that come up with working in emergency work and primarily trauma, drinking issues, and then relationship conflicts. And so we formed this organization a couple of years ago. It's a nonprofit, and we've since exploded. I think the need is there, and people really appreciate being able to work with counselors that understand, the emergency work and what it's like to work shifts and all that kind of stuff. And so one of the programs that we've come up with is the Sheepdog Trauma Retreat. And what that is, sheepdogs never rest. I don't know if you ever watched a sheepdog work, like a real one, not just a pet. They're out there. They're always on guard. And we feel like that mentality is what first responders are all about, is trying to help the community, trying to protect people. But the problem is that there's not a whole lot of people watching out for the sheepdogs, for the guardians. And so that's kind of where we've come alongside of them, and we've created this 6-day trauma retreat to address specifically those post-traumatic stress injuries, those injuries that you just can't see. And so that's what we want to partner with your foundation, the Laughter Saves Lives Foundation, to help get that word out and to raise some funding, make it easy. We make this retreat free to first responders, and all they got to do is get there. And
That's awesome.
They're working with other first responder counselors, and then we train we get them nationally certified peer specialists that are other cops and firefighters that they've shown some growth. They've had some injuries along the way, but they also are doing all right, and they can encourage people. And at the end of the day, what we're trying to do is we're trying to keep responders from committing suicide, and keep families together, and increase their overall well-being. Just given what you guys do and what first responders do is you take care of other people. So we got to have a way to take care of ourselves.
Well, laughter, I have to tell you that after 9/11, laughter was important. And I'm not telling you that on September 12th, September 13th, September 20th, October 15th, we were ready to laugh. But at one point, we laughed. And I remember the first time it happened, and I went, oh my God, that felt good. But then you said, ooh, maybe I shouldn't be doing that. But laughter, what we want to do here with Laughter Saves Lives, that's part of it. When any comic, when they do a show and somebody comes up to them and says, oh my God, my mom passed away 2 months ago and I haven't been out, and this is the first time I laughed. I think all of us would say, wow, that feels good to be able to help somebody like that. So we're really excited. Like we said before, this is going to be a great year for Laughter Saves Lives. When Matt gave me the call, I met Matt in Kalamazoo, correct?
Where's
Correct.
Kalamazoo?
Yeah, you came to one of our firehouses out there.
Where's Kalamazoo?
Yep.
Michigan, isn't it?
Yeah, Michigan.
Oh, Michigan.
Michigan.
Not Denver.
There really is a Kalamazoo.
Yeah, I know. That's the same thing I said when I got the assignment.
I went to
Come on,
Oshkosh.
who's pulling my leg? There is no Kalamazoo.
There is.
There's
Well,
an Oshkosh.
In Wisconsin.
Yeah.
I was there.
And I really enjoyed going out there. But when I got the call from Matt, it's been a while since, and he's involved with this program, and we're really excited to be a small part of it. Looking forward to doing a comedy show out there.
Speaking of
Absolutely.
9/11, I just realized today is October 16th. And on October 16th, we talked about the military before. 12 Special Forces people on horseback brought the fight to the Taliban on October
That was the
16th,
movie. That was the movie
2001
they made.
at 12 Star. I'm going to do a segment about that in a little while.
Oh, and you know what,
but
Matt?
today's the anniversary.
I don't know if you're aware of this. I don't think it was all the firehouses in New York City, but definitely our house and a lot of the houses that were hit hard. We had a counselor who had, he didn't have any background initially, but we had a counselor assigned to our house who came in every day to talk to anybody, had some group sessions.
How long after 9/11 did it happen?
It's all a blur, but I think it was a few days.
So pretty much immediately.
Yeah, they realized. But what you're doing is really, really good work, and we'd love to be a part of it. Did you say the counselors have all were responders?
Yeah, so they're either responders or spouses of. Depends on what they're doing. But we got cops that have turned clinician. We've got fire that have turned clinician, and then spouses of that primarily work with the families and the kids and do couples and that kind of work.
Right.
So they know inherently what it's like to carry dead bodies and do all that and work with kids that didn't make it and what it's like to be the wear and tear of just on duty and can't sleep now and all the things that come along with the job that people don't really know about until you experience it.
Right.
Yeah.
You got something for Matt, guys? Anything? Patty's playing with his button over here.
When is that show coming together? Spring of next year?
Now, when are we doing this show, Matt? Again, when is it?
Yep. So we haven't nailed down the date. But as far as doing the show, we need to do it. We need to do it in the spring.
And, we're going there.
The Michigan retreat. Yeah, we've got the Michigan retreat coming in March. And that's in Kalamazoo, back in my old home state there. And so we've got several people from Colorado have expressed interest, and we want to do the same thing out here. And,
all right. So are we going to do a show in March in Michigan?
So the Michigan one, I think we're good with that. Honestly, I think we fundraised for that. We fundraised about $70,000.
Okay.
The retreat, it actually it's not just 6 days. It will actually follow the responders for a year. After that, they get assigned a peer specialist, and the clinician that they're working with follows up with them once a month, and so that way they're getting connected where they're from. Most of them are from the region, so they can meet with their counselor and their peer face to face. But this is an expensive program, but it's also it's something that we've just seen the need for. It's kind of in between the going for an appointment here and there. Then really the next level is a hospital, and none of us necessarily want that. So,
No.
So this is kind of the in between, and we got to do it. Most likely to probably be April is what I'm looking at.
All right.
And fundraise for the Colorado retreat, and that way people know about it, and we can kind of get you guys in front of some of the people that might actually go.
All right. Well, we appreciate you calling in, Matt.
Thank you for calling in, man.
We will talk to you soon, and to keep up the great work.
Hey, you guys too. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Matt.
Joe.
Taking care of first responders out there. Why don't we read a commercial and go to Patty then?
Well, let me do my segment because it's a good segment.
Well, we always forget Patty's segment, so let's make it.
But
We'll get both in a minute.
forget
We'll get both in a
John
minute.
can go.
This
We got
is
another
Steve.
call. We got another call.
Yeah,
Hold
but
on, let me just take this call.
No, it's Steve. He's going to talk about the salad.
Hold on. How do you know it's Steve?
Because I just texted him the calling number. So before we get involved with that, let
Hold
me do
on.
this
Laughter
segment.
saves lives. Who's on the phone?
Steve Oliva.
How you doing? My name is Steve Oliva.
You told them to call in?
He asked me for the number.
Hi, my name is Steve Oliva.
Hi, Steve.
Steve.
Welcome aboard the show.
How long
Now
have you
listen.
been sober, Steve?
So
Don't
now-
take up too much time because Patty G has a segment.
Yeah, we have two segments to get to, Steve.
Go ahead.
All right, let me just fill you in real quick, brother. I'm sorry. John, I'm just going over the salads real quick for Friday.
Yeah.
Okay, I have on my menu that I've made so far. I made a Titanic salad.
Yeah.
Iceberg lettuce, right?
You got it. I have a Patty G salad. That's whatever the diner is serving. I have a what I call a divorced Popeye salad. That's served without olive oil. I have a John Marocchia salad I made.
Yeah.
That's a bunch of mixed up greens.
Got that right.
Served in 4,000 different bowls and made by 3,000 chefs eaten in an airline terminal. And lastly, I have a Pat Marone salad.
What's that?
That's pasta and beets because according to Pat, pasta beet salad any day.
Oh, that's clever. That's really clever.
Wordplay.
Good writing.
Very good.
All right, so that's it, guys. That's the menu. Enjoy
right.
the show. You're having a great show. I love you, and I will see you this week.
All right.
See you this week.
Get on the salad.
How come you're not here? You're
He's
preparing the salad?
babysitting. He's babysitting.
Oh.
I'm
babysitting.
babysitting my sister's kids tonight.
Just the kids. They're 22
25
and 18 years
35.
old. All right. Thank you, Steve.
Thank you,
I
Steve.
don't know who's babysitting who, to tell you the truth. All right. Who's going first? Read the sponsor.
All right, so the sponsor is FamousVisions.com. For all your printing, promotional product, and custom apparel needs, make sure to try FamousVisions.com. Business cards, flyers, brochures, pens, pencils, forms, shirts, and a whole lot more. FamousVisions.com does it all. Make sure to like them on Facebook at FamousVisions.com Marketing. Or, guess what their website is?
What?
FamousVisions.com.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, yeah.
That's a stretch.
On the web, because it's on the web. Make sure to mention you heard about them from
Laughter Saves Lives.
Live.
Now, how
Jonathan.
come you didn't do that in a famous voice? for
Yeah,
famous
really.
Vision?
What you know,
Famous Vision should have had a famous
Nobody
voice.
Famous Visions. What do they got? To double
All
their
right,
country?
You're right.
Let him do
Famous
it.
What are you gonna
Vision
do?
should have had
What are
a
you gonna
famous
do?
voice.
Can you do what's his name? Mayor?
Bloomberg?
Yeah, can you do Bloomberg?
FamousVisions.com does it all. Make sure to like them on Facebook at FamousVisions.com Marketing. For those of you that speak Spanish, lwww.famousvisions.com. Ono the webo. Make sure to mention you heard about them from Laughter Saves Lives
Famous Visions is donating their services on the gala. They're making
I
the
got
journal.
them the ad. I took out an ad, half-page ad.
Yes.
John Santo, half-page, huge ad.
John
huge
Santo,
ad.
the only.
And President Bush, what do you think about Famous Vision?
No, well, let's get to the segments. Let's get to
They're pretty good.
John Santo, the only one that put his picture in the ad. All right. Pat,
That's right.
who's going first?
I'll go first.
Go.
ahead, John. So this.
Leave time for Patty G. Just make sure, because Patty.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like.
Because he's gonna complain for the
No,
whole
we're gonna give him. I'm gonna give
He
him 10
calls
minutes.
me the next day.
I got a lot of people asking for Patty G to do a
Yeah.
segment.
I'm gonna give him 10 minutes.
Yep, there's a lot of people.
So today.
No, they're not.
Who is Patty G? Good.
So it's a great movie. I highly recommend 12 Strong.
Right.
And it's about the American response to September 11th that took place today in 2001. 12 special forces people went in to take on the Taliban. They linked up with a Afghani general. Don't forget, the leader of the Afghani resistance that we were backing was killed 2 days before September 11th, Mahmoud Assoud. And he was killed on. He's asleep. This movie's great. They show you blowing They show the B-52s blowing the shit out of the Taliban. They bomb the shit out of them, and you can tell, like, from 35,000 feet, they have great scenes, and they kill a lot of Taliban.
Good movie.
They gave it to them. Good.
Good movie.
What's it called?
Good movie. 12 Strong. It's on the Amazon Prime.
Amazon
or
Prime.
the
I'm gonna check it
Netflix.
out.
I highly recommend this movie. And then next week I'll do a segment. Hopefully I'll have seen the First Man movie about Neil Armstrong.
The whole controversy about the flag.
Yeah,
it's overblown.
stupid. Yeah,
It's
because
overblown,
those
It
they
was
show the flag on the moon, but
Right.
after Neil Armstrong put his left foot on the Sea of Tranquility,
What do you say?
a mission. Well, he said one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. But the biggest mission highlight after that, after Buzz got out of the spacecraft,
right.
was the planting of the flag on the moon.
Right.
That was that
Oh,
was.
so you're upset they didn't show that scene?
I'm very upset they didn't show that scene.
I thought it was the opposite. When I said it, you went on.
Because it was too exclusive. It just wasn't an American thing. It was a
Bullshit.
worldwide
That was an American thing.
Exclusive.
This is what they're saying.
Right, but these loonies
No, I know that. I
in
heard that.
Hollywood that are like pro
Why
globalists.
would they eliminate that scene? Like, why?
First of all, we went to the
Not the
moon.
story.
Nobody else went to the moon. We beat the Russians there.
yeah, but
we
forget
funded
about all
it.
of that. That happened.
It had happened.
Yeah.
But they didn't want to focus on it. They show the flag on the moon, but that is a very emotional part of that mission.
It is. It is.
Was the planting of the flag on the moon.
All right, very good.
And they didn't show it because they said like they some stupid ridiculous thing that we wanted it to be a mankind.
Yeah.
We said we came in peace for all mankind.
It's a worldwide thing,
But-
not just exclusively American.
But we had the technology and we did it.
All right.
That's an American moon.
Take it easy. Take it easy.
Oh,
Here
boy.
he goes.
Oh boy.
Here he
With
goes.
That is worse than a comedian coming down and not performing.
That's an American moon. We beat everybody to the moon.
American moon.
What about Kim Kardashian?
I'll show
That's
you an
not
American moon.
It's our moon.
Hold on, I'm going to show you American moon with my shorts. All right, ready? Are you done with that segment?
That segment is
He's
done. I
got
yield the
those
balance of my
faggy
time
faggy
to the
shorts
gentleman from.
You know, you
I
can't
don't
use
know
the
where he
word
lives.
faggy. These are not faggy. Are these faggy
Yeah,
shorts?
they're very good. They're very
They're
good.
not
A
faggy.
little bit.
All right. Patty G.
All right, guys.
Hold on. What's your segment called again?
Tell them what it's about.
Guys, this is a follow-up.
No. What's your segment in general called?
History of fast food.
No. But what do we call your
Oh,
segment?
Patty G's. Gee, I didn't know that.
Patty
Patty,
G's.
you don't have to-
G. I wish I didn't know that.
Right. And this is a follow-up.
You know, you're very negative.
Very negative. It's not right. He's going to the bed. Like
He fell asleep during my set, and then he's breaking
Listen, if
Pat's
you're going to
balls.
flush the toilet, shut off the microphone.
Turn off the mic if you're going to pee.
Now, guys, let me
Go ahead.
I need my own show.
Last time we
Leave.
did this, we talked about.
He's leaving.
I know. he always
He's
does.
literally
He's
leaving.
gonna go flush the toilet.
That's
Yeah.
terrible
I
etiquette,
know.
television etiquette.
Yeah.
He's going to pee.
Go ahead. He's peeing. He's peeing on the air. Shut off the mic.
He what? Okay, are we ready, guys?
Go, we're ready.
I can't.
Go ahead. Let him do it. Let him do it.
This poor man is. I need my
I don't
own
know if they
show.
can hear that.
I can't. They can
Patty
hear
G
it.
is peeing
They
on
can
the
hear
air.
it. If we can
when
hear it, they
when
can
Patty
hear
M is peeing, Patty G's Patty, just go over him. Go ahead.
Oh my God.
Shh, let him do it. Let him do it.
All right, guys. We're going to talk about the history of fast food.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
How it came to be.
Right.
Now, back in July 7th, 1912.
My stomach.
Right. 1912.
Two gentlemen, Joseph Horn and Frank Harder, opened a cafeteria on Broadway and 13th Street.
Right.
And what they did was they took the food and they put it in these little windows.
Horn and Harder? Was that?
It was called the automat.
Automat, yes.
The automat.
Oh,
Yes.
the automat.
The automat. Now,
Okay.
here's the thing. In the early part of the 1900s,
Mm-hmm.
around the country, hamburger meat was considered contaminated. It was a lot of people believed that hamburger meat came from the scraps in the slaughterhouse,
Right.
and that it was spoiled.
Really?
They did not sell hamburgers in restaurants. Okay, only on the street, only on the food carts. Now, two gentlemen in Wichita, Kansas, named Walter Anderson and Billy Ingram, decided to take the hamburger a step higher.
1 second. Well, 1 second, Patty. You're doing good. Baby Goods, do you have a picture of a naked girl to put up there so we can keep the audience interested? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
What about the women viewer?
Okay, no, you
Good,
just,
no,
okay,
good.
no, okay.
Let him do
No,
it.
they also believe. Now, listen.
trying.
People believed hamburger meat was for poor people,
Right.
not for any. Okay, so these two guys built owned a building, and they decided they're going to have steel exteriors, stainless steel interiors, porcelain, enamel, and what?
Hey,
hell's Michael?
excuse me, you're not doing that loud enough.
Let him. The poor guy, he comes on, he prepares the whole thing.
Yeah,
It's very frustrating.
A long
I'm
time.
gonna have my own show where we can actually read the show.
All right, so go to 2012.
No, you got you.
He's gonna take us through. We got
Take us
5
through.
minutes
Good,
on
good.
here. Let him
Okay,
do it.
you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what they did, what color denotes purity and cleanliness?
White.
That was the beginning of White Castle.
Oh!
You see, if you wait for the damn punchline, okay, now hold on.
should've
That was a punchline?
No, hold
End
on.
it right there. You
No,
should
no,
end
no,
it.
no, no.
Wait, no,
Now-
when you say that was, what year was that?
That was 1921.
That's from White Castle.
Right.
First fast
Now,
food.
to show you how
Almost 100-year
to
anniversary.
show you how
White
brilliant
sponsorship.
these guys were so brilliant. Here's what
Yeah.
they did. They said, number one,
Now, Bobby's
all-
going to go to the bathroom.
all the uniforms of the workers had to be spotlessly clean. You were
Right.
not allowed to wear any dirt on your uniform. Couldn't have any.
Right.
Here's where they were geniuses. They were the first guys to let the public watch how the food was being made.
And they do that now still.
And that's still done to
They
this
still
day.
do that. You can still,
Still
see
done,
it
right.
through the
Still
window.
done to this
The
day.
glass is usually too dirty to see through.
Well, whatever. Okay. Now, in 1954,
McDonald's,
okay,
right?
there were the McDonald brothers in San Bernardino, California. Ray
California.
Kroc used to sell them malted machines.
Right.
He took a ride to see them because they were buying 12 at a time instead of one.
Why?
Business was phenomenal. So he bought into the business, and in 1960, he bought out the McDonald
I
brothers.
think Patty has a question.
Okay, no, hold on a
No,
second.
not really.
Okay. He bought out the McDonald brothers.
And named it McDonald's?
And named it
No,
Crocs.
he kept it McDonald's.
Kept it McDonald's, not Crocs.
With the golden arch. No, the McDonald brothers had the big M, and he said
He
they
kept
were,
it?
They were the golden arches. There's been controversy, and
Yes.
the
Right.
McDonald
There was
brothers
a movie
family
about
has
that.
They don't
sued.
have the billions served anymore.
Baby
I-
Gagoots probably saw that movie.
No,
He can review
I
that
used
movie.
to love that when they changed the billions.
Now here's
the side.
now at the same time, two gentlemen in Miami, Florida, started what became Burger King. So now you had
Oh.
hamburgers.
I have seen that movie.
Hamburgers were now legitimate.
See if we have time.
Now, wait a second.
No, hold on. We got some juicy tidbits.
If the Burger King marries the Dairy Queen, do they live in the White Castle?
Go ahead.
God, I'm gonna
Continue.
puke.
It's an old.
Now,
That's
in
an
the-
Art Chill joke.
Bullshit, I wrote that.
That's an Art Chill
in the
joke.
1960s,
No, let's beg.
in the 1960s, McDonald's
He's
decided.
getting emotional.
Yeah,
He's
no,
getting
no, I had a-
emotional.
I had a burp.
Yeah.
He really
In the
Oh, yeah,
19
oh,
in the
really into this
1960s,
hamburger
led
stuff.
by McDonald's,
Right.
kids menus were introduced.
In the 60s.
In the
That's
60s.
why he's getting
Now,
involved with the kids.
fast food sales went through the roof because now McDonald's and places like that were family friendly.
When did the characters start, like the Ronald McDonald and the Burger King?
In the 70s.
In the
He
70s?
just, he just made that up.
No.
He just
Now,
made
let's
that up.
take
When
a
you
look.
Said that,
No,
he didn't
no.
do any research on the character. He just said it. Listen,
No,
can
no.
you deliver though that with a little more emotion? Like you just
Okay,
said,
okay,
the kids menu started. Can you deliver that again with?
No,
Yeah, a little more emotion. I agree.
We have some. We have
Because it
some.
was a big deal.
We have some big facts here.
Good.
Okay.
Please.
You know,
By the year 2020, the amount of money spent on fast food will be $223 billion.
$1 billion.
$1 billion.
That's
now
like
when you meet a girl on one of those dating sites, you don't sit and talk about.
No, I don't tell them I know you guys.
Trump Taco.
Okay,
Mexican fast food Trump Taco.
Every month, 9 out of 10
Huge
American
burritos.
children visit a
Yes.
McDonald's restaurant.
How many?
No.
9 out of 10.
I could say this with pride. My
What?
mom used to bring us to McDonald's.
Right.
Nobody
Remember the
has
Star
brought my
Trek
grandson
meals
to
they used to
McDonald's
have?
yet.
Yeah.
They used to have a Star Trek meal.
No
when
fast food.
You're not going to.
Now, hold on a second. We got more
White
facts
Castle,
here.
though. You have
Now,
White Castle once.
in World
Gotta
War
clean 'em right
One,
now.
due to anti-German sentiment, because we were fighting the Germans.
World War One.
World War One. They wanted
Oh,
an
we fought 'em
alternative
twice.
name for a hamburger. So Dr. Salisbury used to prescribe ground beef for patients, and that's where we get Salisbury steak as a hamburger.
No shit.
See, you saved that to the end.
But isn't a White Castle a slider?
Yes, that's
Wait,
what
hold
the-
on. Did you see what you just did?
Yeah, it slides
You
right
went
out of you.
through all that boring crap. Forget one
Right,
good.
right.
You should have
No,
said
no, we got a couple of more.
How
items.
did? Why is the White Castle like a
Polish.
Why is the White Castle like a physic the next day after
He's
you eat?
blowing us off the
He's
air.
not researching that.
Today, the average American child, this is sees
2 minutes.
Get
Build
on
it, build it.
Today, the average American child sees more than 10,000 food advertisements every year.
Holy
on
No
television.
way.
That's what they're saying. Two more of these, that's it, okay?
Please, God.
By the end of the 20th century, 96% of every American will have visited a McDonald's at least once.
That's true. I
the
go
fun-
once
right.
in a
And
while.
probably
it's not
the-
good for you though.
The most amazing thing, McDonald's is one of the largest owners of real estate in the world. A majority of their profits come from collecting rent, not selling hamburgers.
You know what's interesting? When the first
You mean
McDonald's,
they own the McDonald's?
The franchisees pay rent to them.
when the first
Wow.
McDonald's opened in Moscow, they were the biggest distributor of meat in Russia because Russia had problems with the meat and all.
Hamburgers are not.
Baby.
And beer is served at McDonald's in Germany.
That. Yes.
Baby
And-
Gagoots, can you put up the gala flyer
but I've had
again?
McDonald's in England.
Are we
and
going
it's
to
the
the
same
hour? Or are we
taste.
going down?
No, we're done. This is it. Come to the gala. Buy
That
the
is
tickets.
Patty G's.
Are we done?
And we have a
Patty
show in
Nuts.
Freeport and a show in Holbrook. This
Oh, we
week,
have a
too.
show
We
in
do.
Freeport
We have a
Thursday.
show in Freeport for the Woodward School.
Yes.
And we have
We're
a show-
All four of us are on that.
The Holbrook Fire Department on Saturday, but Friday night, we want to see you at the gala. Message me. We'll get you in the door.
I haven't done
It was a
Holbrook in
pleasure
long
tonight.
time.
Thank you to our call-in guests.
And we promise you, if you stay there after Patty G's act, the show will be phenomenal.
Phenomenal show.
I guarantee
And
you.
nobody that's not on the flyer gets to perform.
Nobody.
I will be there to make sure.
Where you guys want to go to eat?
That means Trump too.
We're going to the Massapequa Diner, people. Good night, everybody. See you next week.
Popcorn and peanuts. We're working the stands. Pink cotton candy. Love on a stick. Was chasing the beer that circled the lips. Play ball.